Hello students, you are welcome back. In today's class, we want to have a look at another way by which question could be formed under bearing and distances. Now, the previous one we did, we talked about finding the distance between ships apart. In today's class, we want to see another way by which the question could be framed. And here we go. We have a question that reads thus: two ships leave port at the same time. Get the word. Two ships, they leave port at what? At the same time. Now, they say one travels at, what is this? We have 5 kilometers per hour. This one, of course, it is not a distance. The moment you have the distance and time being computed together, that is telling you speed. That is not a distance. So the moment you are giving something like this, you are told that that body travels 5 kilometers in 1 hour. That's the interpretation. When you see 5 kilometers per hour, it means it travels 5 kilometers in 1 hour. That's the interpretation. Then they said, on a bearing, I told you the other time, that anytime you are dealing with a bearing and a distance, you must be given the bearing. If you are not given the bearing, of course, you cannot know the direction to which you are going to move. Now, on a bearing of what? 046. 046 simply means 46. When you see 046, it means 46. You don't need to be carried away with that. Now, the other travels at 9 kilometers per hour. That is 9 kilometers in what? In 1 hour. On a bearing of 127 degrees. 127 degrees. Now, the question now says, how far are the ships? After what? 2 hours. Very beautiful. They have told us. Remember, our distance, they said, in 1 hour, it covers what? What distance? 5 kilometers. Class, what distance will it cover in 2 hours? Of course, you are going to multiply it by 2. If 1 hour gives you 5 kilometers, then 2 hours will give you what? 5 times 2, that is 10 kilometers. So also this one, they said 9 kilometers per hour. That is, in every 1 hour, it travels 9 kilometers. Then in 2 hours, how many distance will it travel? Of course, it's going to travel a distance equivalent to what? 18 kilometers. Let us see how we did that. Now, we were told, now, solution now. We want to convert this speed to what? To distance. Our speed, we say, is distance all over time. So what is our speed there? We have 5 kilometers per hour is equal to, what's our distance? Let it be D1 is equal to T after 2 hours. So we have this. What's our D1, class? Our D1 is going to be 5 times 2. Then everything is what? Is 9 kilometers. So our D1 now is equal to 10 kilometers. So we have gotten that. We have converted. Because you cannot use speed. The topic is bearing and distances, not speed. So we have converted the speed into distance. Let's get the second distance. Now we said 9, using the same formula. So our speed now is going to be 9 is equal to D2 all over, what is the time? The time, this one is 9 kilometers per hour. Per hour, that is our speed. All over time, which is 2 hours. Now, our D2 now is going to be what? That's 9 times 2. Everything is in kilometers. So our D2 now is equal to 18 kilometers. That is the second distance. Class, if you are been able to do this, then it means you are in a way to getting the correct answer. So let us now go to our sketch. We want to sketch our bearing. We want to see how it looks like. Now, the question says, 2 ships leave ports at the same time. At the same time. So now let me now say, I want to sketch. This is my sketch. I told you when you are doing bearing and distances, your cardinal, very, very important. Please, I want you to pay active attention here. Now, they said they leave at the same time. One travels at this speed on a bearing of 046. Remember, I said our bearings, we start from where? We start from the north. So, you know the entire here is 90. So, we are looking for 46. So, it means I can say this is my 46. So, you now write immediately so that you not get it wrong. This one is going to be 046 degree. I hope I'm talking. Now, where you terminate, you must draw a cardinal. This is my cardinal. Now they said the other travels at this speed on a bearing of what? 127. Please, I want you to take notice of this. Again, where do we normally start our bearing? From the north. Again, you now come here. Let me now try and differentiate. I want to deal with the second ship. They said travel on a bearing of what? 127. Where do I start? I will start again from north. From here to here is 90. It can never be here. This is from here to here is 180, Abby. But I can get my 127 here. So I will now say this one is going to be 127. That is, I have my 127. 127. So now I draw my cardinal. 127, right? Now you know 90, the entire here is 90. 127 should be somewhere here. That is, where did I start my 127? I started from here again, from this place. This is my 127. So this one is from that place is 127. 127. That is my 127. My 127, I have it here. That's 127. Now, what is the distance that we got? We got the distance to be 18. That's 18 kilometers. This is the first ship. This is the second ship. So, the question now says, how far are they apart after 2 hours? So, it means they ask you to find this distance. That is what they ask you to find. If I now call this port, I call this one port A. I call this one B. I call this one C. Automatically, this one is going to be what? That is a small a. Why this one will be what? That is our small c, Abi, that we call D1. That is our small c. This place is going to be our what? Our small b. I believe I'm talking. So we'll be able to get that. But class, anybody that uses this 127 is wrong. Because you can now see that where is the angle we are looking for? Of course, this is the angle we are looking for. This is the angle we are looking for. But this 127, where did it start from? It started from north to this place. That is 127. Now, but I know from here to here, what is it? 46. It now means from here to here to is what? Is 46. Then I have to minus that 46 from 127. And when you minus 127 minus 46, that is 81. Am I speaking to someone? So it means this angle is going to be angle 81. It is 81 you are going to use, not 127. I repeat. It is what? Because you can see that I traveled this distance twice. This 46, 46, before I now continue to 127. So it means I have to deduct where I travel twice. So that is why I now have 127 minus 46. And that one will give me what? It will give me 81. So class, which of the formulae are we going to use? Or which of the theorems are we using? We are using cosine. Why? I know this side, I know this side, plus the included angle. I told you, this side, they are given. Plus the included angle, then I use cosine rule. Am I speaking? I use cosine rule. And what does it say? Cosine rule states that what? That's cosine rule. That is what? A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos what? Cos A. That is what he's telling us. And what is our A squared? We don't know. A squared is equal to, what's our B squared? That is, what is our B? B is 18. 18 squared plus C squared. That is 10 squared minus 2 times 18 times 10 times cos what? Cos 81. Cos 81. Are we together? A squared is equal to 324 plus 100 minus 18 times 2. That is 36. 36 times 10. That is 360. 360 times cos 81 is what? Is 0. What?
1564.
1564. Now we have A squared is equal to, when you add this one, you have 424 minus, you have to multiply this by this. I told you the other time, do not say 424 minus 360. No, it's 424, you leave it. Because this one is multiplication sign. You multiply this and this together. And what do you have? We have minus 56 point, what do you have? 304. Are we together? If you deduct 56.304 from 442, you have 367.696. Please do not say 367.696. So the moment you mention point, the numbers, you call them one by each. That is 367.696, not 696. So 696. Then we are looking for A, not square root of A. So not square of A. Then you now take square of both sides. I told you, when you are taking square root of any number, it has to be plus or minus. But because we are looking for distance, the distance can never be in negative. So this one is going to be square root of 367.696. And our A is going to be 19.17. Am I there? 19.17 kilometers. And this one, I can say A is what? 19.2 kilometers. Class, it means the distance between the two ships apart after 2 hours gives you what? That is 19.2 kilometers. I want to believe it's clear. You understand the concept? Yes. Another beautiful example. This time around, we want to take wire question. The question says, two boats, A and B, left a port C at the same time. They left port C at the same time on different routes. B traveled on a bearing of 150 degrees. Now, without wasting much of our time, let's start our sketch. Look at it. I told you, Cardinal. Now they said B traveled 150 degrees. Class, is it here? No. Is it here? Yes. 150. Now, I draw my cardinal. I have to indicate. It means I'm starting from here to this place. That is 150 degrees. Now, who is this man? This is our A. A has traveled on a bearing of what? That is our B has traveled on a bearing of 108. So, this one is going to be our B, right? Are we there, class? Yes. That is our B. Now, they now said, what is do we know its distance? Yes, let's go. The distance, when A had traveled 8 kilometers, B had traveled 10 kilometers. So it means here is 10 kilometers. Now, we move on. They said, and A, that is on a bearing of 150 degrees, and A traveled on the north side of B. Where is the north side of B? That is the north side of B. That is A travel on the north side of what? Of B. So, this is west side of B. Abi? That's west side. And this is east side of what? East side of B. And this is south side of what? Of B. Are you there? So, but they said north. So, it means travel north of B. So, now let us now say A travel north of B. We don't know. You know this all north side of B? I'll just write. What is the distance? The distance of B. Now, they said A traveled north side. This is north side of B. North side of B. A now is traveling. You know he's leaving port C. He's now traveling to the north side. You know, if you have any side here is north side of B. Any side here is north side of B. So, he's now traveling north side of B. Let's say we're having this. You draw your card now. So, north side of B, that is our A now. We have our A now. Then, what is the distance? The distance between the ship. What is the distance of A? They say A traveled on the north side of B. When A had traveled 8 kilometers, 8 kilometers, and B had traveled. So since they say 8 kilometers, it shouldn't be as long as this. So we just shorten it. 8 kilometers. So 8 kilometers. Let's say we just have a short one like this. 8 kilometers. Are you there? You just visualize 8 kilometers. So this is 8 kilometers. Class, am I speaking? That's 8 kilometers. In order to run to trouble, you call this one A. Then they now said the distance between two boats was found to be what? 12 kilometers. Was found to be 12 kilometers. So I just draw 12 kilometers. So here is going to be my what? That is small letter C, and it is what? 12 kilometers. This is our small letter B, and it is what? 8 kilometers. This is our small letter A, and it is what? It is 10 kilometers. Class, I want to believe it's understood. Yes, there is something that is wrong. Something is wrong somewhere. Now, remember, how many sides are we given now? This is a triangle. We are given this side. Take notice of this. You are given how many sides? 1, 2, 3. Definitely, for them to have given you 3 sides, they know it will be a bit tasking for you to get an angle. So, we know this, we know this, we know this. Definitely, we want to know this angle. This very angle. This mark, we want to know this mark. This mark. We want to know it. Class, you cannot know it ordinarily without you using the formula. Because from here, from this place to this place is our 150. Class, do we know this portion? Do we know this portion? We don't know it. That is why it will be a bit difficult for us to just say this angle is so something. We have to use formula to compute it. So I will call this angle what? I will call it angle C that I want to find. So using our cosine rule again, to find C, using cosine rule to find what? Angle C. We now have, yeah, let's go class. Cos C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared all over 2AB. That's the formula, which I believe you know. You all know. That is the formula. So, let's go. Our cos C. Cos C, what is our A? Our A is what? That is the 10 squared plus B. What is our B? 8 squared minus what is our C? 12 squared all over 2 times 10 times 8. Am I speaking? So that is then now we move on. I believe it's cleared, right? Let's go. Now I have brought this here. Cos C, that's 10 squared, that is 100 plus 64 minus 144 all over, that is 12 squared, 144 all over 2 times 10, that is 20. 20 times 8. This one is, if that one is difficult, just say 8 times 10. That is 80 times 2, that's 160. So, over 160. So, we now have cos C is equal to 164 minus 144 all over 160. And what does that give? That is 20 all over 160. And what is that? Yes, you can see 0.125. Then I'm looking for angle. Then you now say our C is what? That's a cos inverse. Cos inverse of C of cos inverse of a 0.125. And this one C will give me the cos inverse of 0.125 is 82.819, and which is approximated to be what? That is 83. So it now means that this side is 83. Now, what is the entire class? The entire from here to here is what's it called? That's 150. If this small angle is 83, definitely I will deduct this from this. Is that okay? Now, what does the question says? The question says, what is the what? The bearing of A from what? From that C. So it is this small angle we are looking for. Where is the bearing now? Where did I say you start the bearing from? You start from the north. So here we were told that from here to here is 83 and 150, and we know here to be 83. Definitely this place is now going to be what? This one is going to be 67. So now the bearing of A from C, it is what? It is 067 degrees. Class, I want to believe the message is passed. If you really enjoying this topic, please do subscribe to the channel and top up. Good day.